I've been sick. So they sprayed something. I could smell the spray. So as you can see, this is back. So I want to tell you what they're saying, and I'm going to stand up to do it. Normally, you see me sitting down, and I don't have all of these movements when I'm sitting down. But I want you to know what they're saying to me while I'm sick and going through this. They said they taped me on the recordings with a woman named Deborah Daniel. I'm going to say her name. So they said she secretly taped me. And even though I never said anything bad to her, I had like a specific tone in my voice. And they said I used to big her up, meaning she's 12 years older than me. So you may have known us when we worked together at the New York Botanical Garden in the 90s. So she's the woman who went with my mother and me to London. And no, I didn't leave her in the train station. And we were friends after we got back from the vacation. She actually gave me something when she went on vacation to Spain. So anyway, um, they said that she secretly recorded her talks with me in the late 90s. So we haven't spoken in maybe 20 something years. So I was like in my 20s at the time. I'm 50 now. So let me think about how old I probably would have been. Oh, in my 20s. So I met her when I was in my teens, probably when I was about, no, maybe when I was about 19 or 20, 19 or 20. And when we were talking in the 90s, I would have been in my 20s. So they said there was a tone in my voice, though. It wasn't that I said anything, but I was always trying to give her, make her feel better. And they said that the reason this is happening to me is because um in my videos I'm really bitchy, and I was such a bitch. And they talked about things because I'm going to get evicted. I'm going to end up being homeless. So they were like, you probably wouldn't say that. I've already said that. And they're like, oh, when I put my things in storage, they'll steal things. You know what? At this point in my life, if I have to worry about things that happened in the 90s, 20 something years ago, or if I have to worry about material things, or they said they're going to, this sounds like retribution. If I have to worry about their retribution, they said they thought that putting me in this program was going to change things. So they said, oh, is that like a fake thing that you just did? Again, it, I would spend all my life worrying about them and not, do I have saliva on my cheek? I'm not sure. That's how this was supposed to be. This was never supposed to be about me living my own life as my own self. It was supposed to be me as an extension of them. So they said, oh, they would tell you in advance or say out loud what I'm going to say before I say it in the video. And clearly, this wasn't it. I'm just telling you what they're talking about so that you can get an idea of what I've been living with when I've been through this. They said, what about when I've been around them? The same thing. It's always never really about me. And I think I'm going to sit down because it might go real comfortable for me. Okay, my back needs the support. It's hard when I'm standing. It really is always about these types of people. And I'm going back to saying the names because you will have interacted with these people before. It's not like, I live in the Bronx. People know me, people know my personality, people know them, people know their personality. I cannot live with people in my life who can't see me as a human being, who can't see a full person in me, that I'm going to have days when I just want to talk about something, or I'm going to have days when I don't feel like talking about it. I'm going to have moments where they said, they thought I get uppity, which to them means I'm not going to listen to everything they're droning on about all the time. I'm just not. I have my own life. I'm in my 20s at the time. I'm in my 50s now. I'm going through this. I'm not going to do that. I'm never going to be that person. If that makes me a bitch, they said, what if no one shows up at my funeral? I wouldn't be the least bit concerned because I'm dead. That's my point. I'm not going to be the person they want me to be. You can punish me. You can talk about me. You can gossip about me. You can come around when you need something. And now, instead of me saying, okay, I'll say no, I'm allowed. I made that mistake before. I'm allowed. So they said, well, why am I not giving things away? Because I may have to go into bankruptcy and everything that I own may have to be counted. This is not the time to give things away to people. So, what else did they say? They said something else. So, I'm not crying. I just woke up and I told you, like, when I wake up, all of this liquid and fluid comes out. So the whole point with them is it's always about them. It's always about them. So they said, am I afraid now that Deborah Daniel is going to contact them? No, let her contact them. I mean, I'm not that person, and I never was that person. Maybe that could be the truth. Maybe the truth is that they thought all of this programming or mind control would have changed me into who they wanted me to be. I'm not that person. I never will be. And I think that's the most beautiful thing to do to another human being is to tell someone your truth and say, I was never going to be that person to you or for anyone else. And if now they're trying to go back in time and figure out why, I told you guys at the time. I've told folks always who I am, and they can't accept it. That's the difference. Telling is one thing, acceptance is another. Thank you for watching.